Happy afternoon, students. In our previous video, we have seen about the poet, glossary and the explanatory part of the poem. For the first poem, Castle, Edwin Muir, written by Edwin Muir. In this video, we are going to see the figures of speech. Before entering into the poem's figure of speech, let me explain in general few figure of speech which you already know, but just I'll give a small explanation. Okay. Figures of speech. Simile. For simile, how will you identify it? When you see the words for comparison by using those words like or as, which is used and then it is compared, then it is simile. For example, she danced like a peacock. So when that word like and as is used and it is compared, then it is simile. Metaphor. Metaphor is also comparison, but the comparison is made without using like or as. For example, he was a lion in the war. He was a lion means here it is not mentioned he fought like a lion in the war, it is not mentioned. Without using like and as, the comparison is made with the lion. So that it is metaphor. Next, transferred epithet. Simile and metaphor you would have learnt in your 9th standard, 10th standard and 11th also. But transferred epithet is a new one which you would have not learnt. So let me very clearly explain what is transferred epithet. Epithet meaning is adjective. So this adjective, whenever anything, so for example, 12th standard is a silent class. Here the class is a noun. This class is used, is described or it is explained or qualified by using an adjective silent. So this silent class, if you say, it does not mean the class is silent, but the students of the class is silent. So this description of, that is the adjective which is used silent, it is transferred to the students of 12th standard and not the classroom. So it is called here transferred epithet. Epithet is adjective. So that adjective which is used to describe anything, here it is transferred to something else. So that is called as transferred epithet. Okay, let us see in the poem what are the figures of speech which is there. Here, enemy was gold. Here, in this, gold is like an enemy. So what is that? Without that like and as, a comparison is made. So it is metaphor. Gold is like an enemy there. So it is metaphor. Next, treacherous as yet. Here treacherous as is used. When as is used, like or as used means then it is simile. So treacherous as yet is simile. Next one, maze of tunneled stone. Maze of tunneled stone is, the tunneled stone is made with some intricate path. So it's like you are, here you can also say it as maze. Here you can explain in another way. It is a thing which you are not able to very clearly understand. It's like a pudir. You can also say it as pudir. So this tunnel stone is like a pudir. That is also you can say. So it is like an intricate path. Here it is a metaphor. Without like and as, the comparison is made. So it is metaphor. Next. Our gates were strong. Our walls were thick. Here also something new. It is anaphora. You would have not learnt in your 11th standard. So let me explain what is anaphora. So repeatedly if you use the same set of words or same set of phrase in a line or in repeated lines, then it is called as anaphora. Our gates were strong. Our walls were thick. So that our word is stressed again and again, and so it is anaphora. Next. Wicket gate. This wicket gate, let me explain by this. So it is transferred epithet. Wicket, wicket gate. Here the wicket gate is what? Small gate. This small gate is mentioned here, wicked. Wicked is what? Evil. So this wicket is small and this wicked is evil. So this wicket gate is mentioned here as evil. So the gate is not actually evil. It is the soldier who was there in the gate. This wicket is the aged soldier. The aged soldier only, here he is mentioned as wicked. So it is transferred from that, the epithet is transferred from gate to this aged soldier who is mentioned here wicked. So it is transferred epithet. Now we'll see. So I think you can understand wicked, wicket gate is transferred epithet. Here alliteration through that T. So what is the sound which is mentioned here? T sound is there. And once again here in this line, they see no threat. T, thread, T, TH, and here also TH, they. So TH, TH, that is alliterated words. This is all very simple for you. Here, wicked, wicked. Once again, if you see means you can also say it as personification, or you can also mention here it as this. We can also say it as for alliteration, WW, alliteration, alliterated words. Okay. Now you have seen all the figures of speech in this poem. I hope children you would have understood. Please watch this video at least twice so that you will be very clear with this poem 1. Thank you children.